Let's head into the papers now, see what the headlines are this morning across Nigeria. And I have with me journalist Dare Odufowokan and lawyer Jide Ologun in the studio to give us, to make us understand some of the headlines that we have in here. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Nice to see you. Very good. Now, let's begin with the Guardian newspaper. That's where we start from this morning. Police Defense Headquarters deny alleged arrests over Taraba killings. And why slain officers can't be buried now by Mba, as the spokesman of the police. The incident poses serious threat to national security. Okay, we will be talking about that on the show as we get along. Now, moving ahead now to Vanguard Newspaper. Taraba police killings latest. Army captain had 191 phone chats with wanted kidnapper. Arms dealer sings, I sold 6 AK-47 to Wadume at 800,000 naira each. A policeman accused of giving army a false report has been arrested. Rifles of slain policemen are with soldiers. Villagers are saying this. Okay, still a lot putting all the pieces together. Now, move to the Nation newspaper now. No more Forex for food import, Buhari tells CBN. Nigeria has achieved food security, more push for agriculture. Okay, this may be seen in some quarters as cheery news, and more can still be done, like they will say. Moving on from the Nation now, let's go to the Nigeria Tribune. Buhari directs CBN to halt Forex for food importation. Says he'll appoint expert as agric minister. Okay. Interesting, I must say. All right, that's the Nigeria Tribune. Let's go to the Blueprint, which will be the last for this morning. Buhari directs CBN stop Forex for food importation and vows to continue working for the poor. All right, that's what you see on the front page of the Blueprint. All right, gentlemen, I'd like us to go to the headlines on the Vanguard and the Guardian on the follow-up to the police and military face-off. Now, if you look at the way the Vanguard puts it, where there's a quote on part of some of the information emanating from investigations, Army captain had 191 phone chats with wanted kidnapper. Now, I'd like to start with Dare here. When it comes to, we understand that there's a panel of investigation and investigation is ongoing. What do you make of the fact that investigation is ongoing on this, and then tips of information and part of what is being investigated and what is being found out is already in the public domain even before the final the finalization of investigation? This is not the first time. It happens many times when investigations like this are going on.
Well, it's not also only in Nigeria we see things like that. And if you ask me, let me talk about here in our country. We are so distrustful of the system that when you have investigations like this, the fear that the outcome may eventually not represent the truth is always there.
But would you blame the people?
So I won't blame the people for seeking information.
Okay.
What you see is a product of our desire to monitor the panel itself. Yes, what are they finding out? If we don't have prior information like this, at the end of the day, the tendency, the possibility that the panel members are compromised is there. And then the people say, no, the outcome is what they are telling us is actually not the truth. But if we have situations like now we have Army captain had 199 full conversation, it is left for the Army authority and the panel now to say this is not true. We, the people, are aware that this happened. We will factor this into the final outcome. What happened to the Army captain in the end will matter a lot. So our desire to find out what is happening early enough before we are told the final outcome, our distrust in most cases for even our own system usually create a news-hungry scenario. Is that news-hungry scenario that leads to things like this? And it is also a plus in a way to our media,
Okay.
the media in our country, that they can dig deep. And backed by the Freedom of Information Bill,
All right.
I don't
They are
think
following
anybody
up
will
on-
fault this.
Okay. Now Jide, the point there is a lot of comments are going on already. In fact, some people are saying, well, like they always say, the leadership in the police and army at the end of the day might sit down on the round table and say, well, let bygone be bygone. The mistake has been made already. Let's just move on and ensure it doesn't happen again. A lot of people are saying, well, we may not see the end of it, or maybe the officers who were involved may not be punished, or, you know, and all of that. What do you make of comments like that from the people? Like he was talking about the issue of trust on the system.
Beyond the comments, we have the concept of reputation. So what kind of governance system do we have? This is just an addition to quite a number of contradictory positioning to the people. I recall the Dapchi girls kidnapping, that the military also claimed to have withdrawn the troop from that environment before the kidnappers came. And when the kidnappers were to return some of the hostages, they also withdrew, which is contrary to the mandate of the military. The military in the defense system is to protect the nation and ensure that we have maximum security, even though basically towards external invasions. And the police is to handle the internal invasions. And of course, it is expected by virtue of professionalism that they work in synergy. But here we are now, they are working contrary, you know, with
At cross purposes.
Of course, revelations will come out.
Okay.
If you sat down to study that script very well, who made the distress call? I mean, why should a kidnapped suspect in handcuffs be released? Where is he? And when you benchmark that with the comment of General Theophilus Danjuma, retired, who said at the time that the military colludes with some of these criminal elements, then you can begin to draw your conclusions.
It's
And
all right.
the people are wise, and the governance system should be driven in that direction, knowing that the best thing you can do is to do the right thing.
All right, we wait to see how the investigation is coming. We understand the military headquarters has directed that the kidnapped suspect who was being conveyed should be found against all odds wherever he is. And there is also a new directive by the military headquarters, a directory or advisory rather, that military men should move in mufti anytime they're going, just in case of a reprisal. But let's wait to see how everything comes out. Thank you very much, Jide Ologun, for coming on the program.
God
And
bless
Dare
Nigeria.
Odufowokan, thank you so much. Right. You're watching TVC Breakfast. We're streaming live on YouTube.